Like it's like the most romantic scene in the whole world is being shot by 4 cameras. Okay, it's been plotted for weeks, and he's like pouring his heart out to you. The girls over here are trying not to cry. You're probably trying not to cry, and he says your smile shines brighter than the waters of Amami, and he goes, "That's so cheesy." Hey everybody, welcome back to Small Talk Japan. On this show, we talk about all things Japan in English. My name is Michi, and this is my co-host,
Natsuki.
And today we have a special guest. Say hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Joe.
Joe.
Yeah, I'm Joe.
Now, some of you guys are watching on YouTube. You might actually know who Joe is. Joe, can you tell us why you're a famous Kagoshima lady?
Famous. I love that. So at the moment, I have a YouTube channel called MinaKago Couple. And
So wait, let's say it slower. MinaKago, which is one word, right?
Yep.
MINAKAGO space.
Well, no, 2 words. MinaKago Couple.
Pretty sure it's put together.
Okay, I don't know my own channel then.
This is what Josh does. He researches the stuff that we bring up in the show off camera, and he tells us you're wrong, you're right.
MinaKago is together.
Ooh.
Oh.
Bugger. Okay. It's together.
So MinaKago, one word,
One word.
space, in English, couple.
Couple. Yeah.
All right.
What is Mina means? What is Kago is Kagoshima, right?
Yeah.
What is Mina?
Mina is Minami.
Minami.
Because we live in Minami Kagoshima's share house
Ah,
near Minami
I
Kagoshiма
see.
Station.
Oh, I thought it meant like Mina sound like everyone's.
No, but it kind of
I
works.
thought somebody's name.
No.
Okay, so South Kagoshima
Yeah,
couple.
yeah, like the station.
Oh.
Okay.
I seriously thought it was like everyone's Kagoshima couple.
No, but it works. Like that's why we kept it because it's like it's got 2 meanings.
Now, you open every single video with a very iconic opening.
Yep.
What do you say? It's like, hey everybody, it's Mo and Joe, or Joe and Mo and Joe.
Yep.
Now tell me,
Yahoo!
so tell me, so you're Joe.
Yes, I
Joe
am
is
Joe.
short for
Joanna.
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 Who is this Mo person?
This Mo person is my, what do I say, boyfriend or?
You can say it. It'll be after the air date.
Ooh, it's my fiance.
Ooh, it's your fiance. Congratulations.
Now, you're from where?
I'm from England.
So England. So your fiance is also from England?
No, he is not. He is from Kagoshima.
And you
So-
met in...
In Kagoshima.
Ooh.
Now, Mo is not really a Japanese name. Where did this come from?
So Mo is, his second name is Ushikai.
Okay.
And so the first part is Ushi.
Ishi.
Ushi.
Ushi. Ushikai. And so Ushi, the kanji is
Cow.
Mo, a cow.
cow. It's cow.
Cow.
Yeah.
So the sound that a cow makes in Japanese is...
Momo.
And so his name is Mocha.
Ah, I see.
But it's stupid because they obviously go moo.
Yeah, they do. They go moo.
Yeah.
Natsuki, what sound does a cow make?
Mo.
Yeah, for guys at home that don't know, in Japan, cows say mo, dogs say wan wan, cats say nya nya.
Can I say that in Japanese way?
Yeah, sure.
Dog is wong wong. And cat is meow. And cow is moo.
And what does a penguin say?
I don't know.
All right, next one. What's a giraffe say?
Giraffe. Giraffe なんっけ?
Giraffe doesn't have a nakigoi to show.
Oh, okay.
There's no sound.
Hey, I don't know what a giraffe in Japanese. なんっけ giraffe って?
So for me, I think that all the animal noises are completely wrong in Japanese, except one, and it's the rooster. We say cock-a-doodle-doo. That's bullshit. Nothing says cock-a-doodle-doo. You guys say koke-koko.
Yeah.
That's closer.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of one now. I suppose so.
Yeah.
I suppose so. There's no doodle do for sure.
There's no dude. They don't have a tongue, so they can't say doodle-doo.
Hey, what about the cow sound in English?
Moo.
Moo.
It's basically the same thing.
Okay, yeah, moo and mo is similar.
Can we call it Moo-chan from now on?
No.
Please, Mo-chan.
That's way too embarrassing. I can't date that.
Now, we're eventually going to get to the big news. Is why I brought you on the show today. Is about the proposal. But before we get to that, let's just get a little bit more information about you, Joe.
Okay.
So you're born in London?
No.
No. She how does she say that? No. Not no. No.
No.
I'm British.
British sounds is no. What about American sound?
No.
No.
It's kind of flat and straight.
All
and British
right.
people are like, no.
No.
Okay, interesting.
Plus, I've been watching The Crown recently, and since watching The Crown, I've been really posh.
Okay, Natsuki, do you understand posh English?
No. What is it?
It's like a
It's where you pronounce everything perfectly.
like a newscaster
Oh.
English. But it's really like kind of like stuck up.
I see.
Is it?
Yeah, a little
Is
bit. Do people use posh English in normal everyday conversation?
Like, I speak the Queen's English, or at least I used to when I was in England.
I used to
wins
say
English?
that to one of my coworkers all the time. It's like, do you speak the Queen's English?
I think it's beautiful.
I've actually never. Oh wait, I have heard the Queen talk before. She gives a Christmas speech on
Yeah.
YouTube, right? It's very cute. I love her.
I like the Queen.
The Queen, yeah, it's really hard to dislike her.
So I have a question. Queen English is from the Queen. That's the meaning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what if she decides one day to start talking like, somebody from a different part of England?
Then I think the government would have something to say about it.
So it's not really the Queen's English, it's the government's English that they tell the Queen to speak.
I suppose you could think about it like that. Yeah, she's kind of controlled. I'm learning this from watching The Crown.
Oh, okay. What is this Crown thing? I don't know this.
You don't know? It's on Netflix. It's like a TV show.
No, I sorry, I don't. I try to watch, but what is it?
It's just about the royal family, but it's like it's literally about their lives, like a biography, but unofficial.
Is it a documentary biography? Or is it like
No.
they have like actors and they
Like
act it out?
dramatized.
Oh God, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's dramatic.
I have a question.
She has so many questions.
I don't know it's a proper question or not, but if the Queen is die,
Yeah, if the
passed
Queen
away,
passed away,
the next is a prince, right? Prince become king, right?
Yes.
So
yeah.
king. So is it going to be like king
So
English?
that's really complicated, right, Joe? Because like Prince, what's his name?
Charles?
Can't
Yeah.
become king because he got divorced, right?
I know. I think he can,
Can he? Like
think
it's
so.
really complicated.
but
Like-
he didn't technically get divorced because. Oh no, they did, didn't they?
I think he got divorced and now he's disqualified from becoming king.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he's going to be the next king.
Josh,
Are you googling?
dude, Google that. Google that shit, dude. We need.
What do you
we
mean? Like king? If the prince got a divorce, he cannot be a king.
I think. Don't get me wrong. I'm not
Okay.
British. I think Prince Charles married into the family. If I'm correct.
No.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
He's like the prince. He's the baby of.
Wait.
the queen.
Not him. I'm not thinking about him. I'm thinking about his father.
Philip.
Philip. Is it Philip? One of them like got divorced and he can't become king.
I think you're talking about Charles, but I think he can. I swear, like my whole life, I've been told that he's going to be the next king.
Josh.
There's a lot to read through here. Give me.
So we don't know who. Okay, Natsuki, the answer is we don't know who's next.
Oh, okay. So, but if he become king, the
King's English.
king's English.
I guess so.
So
Yeah.
So right now it's Queen's English, but if he become king, it becomes King English.
That sounds weird to me, though.
Yeah. Well, it's because the Queen has been alive forever. There's this photograph on the internet that has like the Queen standing next to American presidents. There's so many presidents and just that one cute little queen just living a long, long life.
Oh.
It's crazy.
I like her. She's sweet.
She's really cute. Her Christmas speech is just great.
I am going to watch it this year.
You should.
On
Yeah.
YouTube, she speaks like, I mean, I can't explain it to you. You feel comfortable when she
Yeah.
talks.
It's like your grandma.
Yeah.
Like the really, really posh one.
Oh, okay.
She tells you to like love each other and be kind, and you're like, I will.
Nice.
So okay, so you're from England.
Yes.
Why the hell are you in Japan? Josh has given up. He's like, screw this. It's like, right, why are you in Japan?
I'm in Japan because I got bored of England. Pretty much.
That's actually not a bad answer. So England is boring.
For you?
For me, I think the real reason is that I wanted to teach English.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason that I'm still here is because I feel like when you're in a different country, every day is different.
Yeah.
Every day is a challenge. Every day there's like new things to experience. Whereas when you're at home, everything is the same every day.
And also it rains a lot in England, right?
It does rain a lot. A lot. And it's always grey. The skies are always grey. And yeah.
Always grey. Not
Yeah.
even one day. Like no blue sky day.
Well, in England, it's really common for you to wake up and it will be like, I don't know, normal
Oh.
with nothing. And then by midday, it's raining.
Oh, really?
And then by mid-afternoon, it's sunny again.
Uh-huh.
And then in the evening, it's like thunderstorms.
Oh.
We're very much like up and down.
I see. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I also hear that you guys don't use umbrellas. What's that about?
It's because we're lazy.
Even the heavy rain.
Heavy rain, we might wang out an umbrella. But like, yeah, it's because it rains so bloody much. Like, you can't like live your life like glued to an umbrella.
So you just like accept your fate and go
Yeah,
out
exactly.
and get wet.
And we have
Yeah.
really good heating and stuff. So you just sit next to a radiator and then it'll like evaporate off you eventually.
This is so not my lifestyle. Tell us, Joe. So you left where in England exactly?
I come from a small town called Oakham.
Can you spell that?
Oakham.
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 Okay. So you went from Oakham
Yep.
to Kagoshima?
Yes.
Compare your hometown versus Kagoshima. Like, which is larger? Which is more rural?
Wait, are we talking like the city of Kagoshima or the prefecture?
Did you move? Where did you first move to? The city?
No, I moved to Ichikushikino.
Oh my God.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
place whose name I still cannot say. Can you tell us what kind of town is that?
Ichikushikino?
Yes.
Ichikushikino is over on the west side of Kagoshima, and it's very small. It's very rural. They're famous for maguro.
So tuna.
Yes, tuna. And what do you call it? I don't even know what you call it in English. Fish cakes?
What?
Satsumage.
Satsumage, like
Oh.
deep fried fish cakes.
Yeah, those things. They're famous for that, apparently. And I know that there are 30,000 people around in Ichikushikino.
Now that's actually two towns that were amalgamated into one.
Yeah.
合併されたね. And so it used to be Ishiki,
Ichiki and
Ichiki,
Kushikino.
and then Kushino, right? And then it
Yeah.
became the hardest word to say in the world.
Yes, it did.
And how was it like? How long did you live there?
I lived there for 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah,
in
3
Ichikushikino.
3 years.
Oh.
Look at her,
Somehow.
look at her. She's
No,
like,
no.
she's like, I can't do that. She's
No,
like,
no,
screw that.
I can do it. I can do it.
Can
You're-
you?
it's not a challenge, not to. Okay, so you lived in that small town.
Yeah.
And is that where you found Mochan?
No.
What is this? Everybody's shitting on this one little town. I'm sorry,
No,
guys.
but how are you going to find someone there?
I've never actually been there probably, but anyway. So
What, how's
where
that?
where did you meet this guy?
So I met him actually like 5 years ago. So I met him
Oh, wait. How long have you guys been dating?
2.5 years.
Something doesn't add up here.
Yeah. So 5 years ago, we had a mutual friend. Basically, one of my friends, he really wanted to find me a boyfriend.
Okay. Is this a
So-
Japanese friend?
No, ALT friend.
Okay.
And so he invited me to this izakaya,
Okay.
a standing izakaya. And he said, I'm bringing like 3 guys today. One of them is single, one of them is not single, and one of them is gay.
So you picked a gay one.
Yeah.
You're
And
like,
that's
that
how I
one.
ended up with Mo-chan.
Oh God, Mochan. Sorry.
No.
Wait. Which one was the hottest one? Was it the gay one?
No! It always is.
Okay, continue. So you went to like a Golcon, right? A group date.
Kind of, yeah. It was more like a meeting. There were people that weren't single there and stuff.
Okay,
so.
and a gay one.
Yeah, and so one guy walked in and then another one came in after him. And I remember the second one, he came in with this big smile on his face and it was raining outside and he should have been like looking really grumpy, but he was just so excited to be with people and stuff and I thought he was really cute. And it turned out
Was that Mo-chan?
it was.
Okay, God, I thought it was the gay one here for a
I
second. Okay.
know, so
So that
smart.
was, and it turns out he.
He had a girlfriend.
Oh, at the time.
So it was the other boring one that I was being set up
Did
with.
you hear? Did you hear her? Boring one. If you know who you are, you need to up your game, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, you missed out. So, yeah, he had a girlfriend at the time, but we exchanged line and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And then years later, like 2, 3 years, 2.5, 3 years later,
Mhm.
I get this message out of the blue saying, I saw you on Tinder.
Wait. For the uninitiated, what is Tinder?
Tinder is a dating application.
It's more of a hookup application.
It depends who's on it. For me, it is a dating application.
But Japanese people, when they use Tinder, they don't put their face in it.
No,
They put
that is the
pictures of like stuff
problem.
or like the back of their head or the sky.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
How are you going to find someone like that?
Exactly. And that's the thing. So he said, I saw you on Tinder and I swiped right and I thought I'd just go straight to line. The thing is, I saw him on Tinder and I swiped left,
Which means no.
which is a no, because he didn't have his face in a picture.
What picture did he have?
He had some stupid one where he's like doing the splits in midair, but he's like a mile away, so you can't see his face.
I'm pretty sure that's his line
It is his line
icon
picture.
photo.
It is, yeah.
How did you find out that's him?
So Natsu's question is, how did you contact Mo-chan if you said no to him on Tinder?
Yeah.
It was because we had each other online.
Oh.
So he was like, oh, I'm going to skip Tinder and just go straight to line and ask you to
So
drink.
he's on Tinder swiping right on everybody and he
Yeah.
comes across your photo. He's like, oh, you too.
Yeah.
Wait, I have her line. I'm just going to call her.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you serious?
You make it sound so romantic.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. But actually, it is kind of funny because you guys met once. He had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
Then he didn't.
then years later, you're like, oh, I know this guy.
Yeah. And I remembered him. I hadn't seen him or anything in years. But when I kind of looked at his picture and saw his message, I was like, oh, I remember that guy now. That one with the nice smile.
And you only met him the one time?
Yeah, just the one time.
Because I have to be honest with you, Joe, like you meet a lot of people every single day. So it's easy to kind of forget about
Yeah.
people.
But I didn't forget him. Maybe I knew. Maybe it's fate.
Hear
See,
that, Mo-chan? It's your face.
Fate.
Oh, face. Oh, sorry. I heard face.
face.
Sorry, face.
Face.
His face is all right.
His face is all right.
No, but I'm someone that does believe in fate. I think fate is a thing. And like, I believe he was my fate because like the day that he left, the day that my best friend left Kagoshima, I lost like the most important person there.
And that's tough too when you're like a kind of a foreigner living in Japan.
Yeah.
Like because you don't have family here.
Yeah.
So when you don't have your childhood friends here.
Yeah.
So when your like best friend or something leaves, you're just like, oh.
It's a really big deal. It's like your family is leaving you all over again kind of thing. And so she left. And literally 10 minutes after she left, I went on my date with Mo-chan. Yeah.
So you're like, see you later and hey Mo-chan.
Yeah. You got no choice. I've got you now.
I got you now. You got to take care of me.
Yeah.
You got to deal with this. So wait, where did you guys go on a date, that first date?
So the first date, we went to this chicken izakaya over near Chuo Station.
Was it King of Chicken Yaro?
I have no idea.
Okay. what was the atmosphere like?
It was, I don't know,
I don't remember. She's like, whatever. It's a
yeah,
shitty place.
it was an izakaya. But I remember at the time, I was a vegetarian. Yeah.
Okay, Joe, for the kids at home, so you used to be a vegetarian.
I did.
What happened to that?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Oh.
I just felt like my health wasn't at its best when I was vegetarian. Like I was always getting sick. And so I just decided, you know what? I'm just going to go back to meat and just,
No, let's just be honest. Like, you could probably be healthy and live a normal life being a vegetarian in a Western country.
Yeah.
But in
here,
Japan,
it's a nightmare.
because like flavors come from like stock
Yeah.
broth from animals and like,
It's impossible.
yeah, even if you just want to eat tofu, it's already covered in animal products. It's really hard.
Yeah, and I was like a really bad vegetarian anyway. Like if there was like, because if you go to an izakaya, you just can't avoid meat
Yeah.
or fish. There'll be something in there. So I would just pick out the meat and just hope for the best.
So you're just like eating like the green parts.
Yeah,
Like,
basically.
Natsuki, do you know any Japanese vegetarians?
No. maybe there was some. I have my. No, I have my. I have my friend who don't like eating meat, but she likes eating fish or shrimps or other stuffs. So that's not vegetarian, right?
No, that's like
There's a word for that.
pescatarian.
No, that's a religion, isn't it?
No, pescatarian is definitely.
Maybe it's pescatarian.
It's
It sounds like a
pescatarian.
religion to me.
I used to be pescatarian.
I don't know. I don't follow your young kids' hippie trends.
Vegetarian.
Is it pescatarian? Josh confirms. Okay.
Yeah, I know this
1
stuff.
point to Joe. I got your YouTube channel name. You got
Yeah.
pescatarian.
I wish it was the other way around.
I actually saw a video the other day. I'm kind of concerned about this, Joe, that Mo-chan was quizzing you on ACAN EQ, the
gosh.
top level ACAN English test words in English to see if you know the meanings.
Yes, and did you watch the whole video?
I watched most of it, but I was drinking.
That means
Delineation. Do you remember what delineation means?
It is. I know it's the opposite of what I said. It's not to go off track; it's to stay on track.
Actually, so what you were saying is actually not in the video. It was not wrong.
What?
There's two main definitions of delineation, and I think what you gleaned from movies or plot lines, a delineation of information. So it sounds like it's like off the chart or something like that.
Right.
But it kind of means that, but the first definition is a very defined spot, right, in space
Yeah.
in graphed space or whatever. So that one was okay. I kind of got that one. There was another really arcane word on there that I'd
There was
like
one
heard.
I can't even remember because it was just like I never heard of it before.
I think they took a Japanese word and then just tried their very best to translate it to an English word that we don't use anymore.
Maybe it was just there were stupid words. They don't count.
They don't count because
They
Joe
don't
doesn't know that. But you weren't trained as like a classic literature or in English grammar. What was your major?
Well, at school I did. At university I did physics. So
Did you hear that?
Physics.
physics.
Like PE things.
No.
Physical education. 物理. Okay. Not physical
No,
education.
no, no.
Okay.
Definitely not that.
There's like physical education and then physics. There's like worlds away from each other. basically.
Okay. Physics. Thank you for the new word. Physics.
Which doesn't make any sense because usually people who have a degree in physics go on to do one of two things. They either teach
Yep.
or they work at the stock exchange because they're really good with numbers.
Yep.
That's it. Or they actually become a scientist, but that's
That's crazy.
It doesn't happen.
Crazy.
But you became an English teacher. That's so weird.
Yeah. Well, to be fair though, I do also have a physics teaching license.
So you were the teacher, of course.
Yeah, I was the teacher.
You were going to be the teacher that made the boys try to pick up the chair with their head on the wall and hit their head against the wall over and over again because their center of mass is different from girls. Have you ever seen this experiment?
No, I have not. This is really weird.
There's a sexist experiment out there. Women's center of gravity is lower. So if you put a chair against the wall like here, okay?
Yeah.
And then they put their butt up here and then like go straight, put their head here. And then they have to pick up the chair and then stand straight up. Women can do it, but men can't. Men will hit their head against the wall.
I need to see this. Cool. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
it's totally true. Like,
gonna win.
you guys should be, actually, Joe, I don't know if you can do it because you're quite tall, but you should be able to do it.
Okay.
And so, like, women, because of their lower center of gravity, are able to easily stand up with a chair, whereas men keep hitting their head.
I would definitely do that.
It's not 100%. It's just most of the time.
Okay.
Hey, is that a physics thing?
Yeah, it's a physics thing.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay. Anyway, guys who don't like physics on this side of the table. No, seriously. So, Joe, you studied physics. You came here as an English teacher.
Yes.
You stayed in the long town place for 2 years, 3 years?
3 years.
3 years. And now you're in the city.
Yes.
So tell me, did you meet Mo-chan after you came to the city? I mean, not meet, but like start dating him.
I literally met him about a week before I left Ichikikushikino.
And then so he was living in the city, right?
He was actually living in Ida at the time.
Which is closer to the city than where you were before.
Yes.
So you moved to the city and then you guys started dating.
Yeah.
And one thing led to another.
Well, actually, I didn't move to the city. I moved to Ida. That was kind of one of the reasons that we were like, oh, we can hang out more because we're living in the same.
Why the hell would you move to Ida? Sorry, Ida people. There's a Burger King there.
That's true. I did love it.
It's the only one in South Kyushu, but there's a Burger King there.
Movie theater is there too.
There's a movie theater that throws water at you and has smells.
Yep.
They call it 4D.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a driving course there for you to get your driver's license. I think I exhausted the things in Ida.
There was once a Joe.
There was once a show there. So what were you doing there?
It was a stupid idea. It was stupid. It was because I had lived in this. I didn't love my apartment in Ichikigo Shikino. It wasn't the nicest. It wasn't the most luxurious. So I wanted luxury in my next apartment.
By luxury, you mean space.
Yeah, I want space and I want it to be clean without mold and cockroaches.
That's not an incredible thing to ask.
Yeah, I know, exactly. But from my budget, that's not what I could find in the city, unfortunately. So I was like, where can I go that I can have this lovely apartment? And Ida was kind of the closest that you could get like a nice place for a good price.
So you're like a 45-minute train ride from the city? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did.
How did that work out for you?
Lasted 6 months.
6 months. Because the trains stop really early, right?
Yeah, they do. They're not good. And I used to drive. And have you ever driven that road in the morning?
Yeah, it's always clogged.
It is terrible.
Route 10, right? You can't do anything on that road.
It's horrible.
Yeah. You don't want to be on that road. I mean, you can actually walk that road faster than you can drive it, I think.
Yeah, I think that's really likely.
So we are constructing the new road now.
Yeah, you, not you, but we have been constructing that new road for what, 10, 15 years now?
Yeah, but it's going to be much easier to go to Isla.
Let's see if we're alive for this, it'll be a good day. Natsuki, can you, before we go on and talk more about Joe, you're married, you moved into your first apartment together with your husband.
Yeah.
And then you moved into a house after that. Tell us about that first first apartment that you lived in.
That was fantastic. With no shower.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had no shower. I had, bathtub. And then we can take a bath, but no shower.
You had to use a bucket, right?
Yeah.
Like on your head.
Oh my God.
But it was cheap and it was in the, middle of the city. So everything was very convenient.
And then their neighbors were really kind.
Yeah.
It didn't have a password on their Wi-Fi. So it was free Wi-Fi for everyone.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I could barbecue there too.
Yeah.
Luxury.
But one day, like Natsuki, I forgot what she was doing something. Maybe she forgot food or something like that in the room. And a bunch of ants came into her apartment.
Yeah.
What happened?
And then I called my grandma. And then I was hoping she said like, oh, poor you, or I feel sorry for you. She was like, just go to the pharmacy and get some
Spray.
Kill them. That's it.
Yeah, she was like, don't bother me with your bullshit.
Yeah.
This is life, bitch.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
life.
no, that's exactly what it was. And so anyway, then after that, they moved into this, I don't know if you've been there, Joe, but you'd probably like her house because it's got a big, gorgeous kitchen on the first floor next to a big, giant living room.
Okay.
And all of the stuff that you want to hide from people is up on the second floor.
That's amazing.
And so it's just like a hosting area on the first floor with a second floor that you hide everything in. And it's all clean, it's all white, and it's got a shower. And so her husband goes around and says to people, he says the actual price of the house. He's like, for my wife, I spent blah, 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 blah yen so she could have a shower, is what he says.
But I take a half loan.
But he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. He just says, I bought for my wife.
Yeah, is my English okay? I take my half loan.
I pay half the loan.
I pay half the loan. So we both own the house. Not only him.
But he has his pride. You gotta let him have it.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't hurt your poor Same-kun's pride, man.
Okay. Thank you, my lovely husband. I love you.
Now, getting back to Joe. So you lived in Ida City. This is 3 years ago?
No, that was 2 years ago.
You lived in Ida City for a whopping 6 months.
Yep.
You ate all the Whoppers that you could possibly eat, got bored, and then you came to the city.
Yes, I did. I moved in with Yosuke.
Yosuke being Mo-chan.
Mo-chan, yeah.
Okay.
He has too many names.
He does have too many names.
Let's narrow it down in the future. Now, you, Joe, and Mo living together,
Kind of. Like we were living in a share house.
which is really unusual.
It is very. It's the only one in Kagoshima as far as I'm aware.
So it was like a terrace house situation, you and Mo and some other people.
Yeah, but like less dating.
Each other, you mean?
Yeah. People were dating like in life, but it
you two
wasn't
were
like
dating, but not each other.
no. Well, yeah, like it wasn't like group dates or something.
Right.
It wasn't. Quite.
Just you and Mo were in love, and then some other people were there that you could talk to
Yes.
in a big space.
Yes.
Okay. Whose idea was it for you guys? Again, MinaKago Couple. Who was it whose idea was it to start the channel?
Moken.
Oh.
And what was this? Is not a most Japanese men who live in the south of Japan would not be like, hey, my sweet British girlfriend with blonde hair at the time, please let's start a YouTube channel together.
Yeah. It was a
Oh.
weird thing.
I thought that's your idea.
No.
Right?
Oh.
No, it took him months to convince me as well.
Oh.
You were against it at the first,
Yeah, I was really against it. I didn't want to do this at all.
Oh, that's
Like, after all.
surprising.
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
Natsu, do you think that a Kyushu Danshi would say?
No.
Right?
No.
So he says, what was his reason for starting the channel? Why did he want to start the channel?
I don't really know. He always used to say it was because I would be really good at it.
Oh,
But
that's true.
I don't know if that was a lie.
Well, it's not a lie because you are good at it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but is that his real
Congratulations,
motive?
Mo-chan was right. But okay, so he had you start the channel. Now, the funny thing about this channel is that he's in it, you're in it, but the editing is done by,
By me.
and most of the work I would say that's done in it is.
It is by me.
Oh, so he knew that you were good at it, you know. Like,
Maybe he just wanted to like make me do stuff.
Oh.
Like I don't know, like bitch, do the work.
So at the time, you didn't have any work.
Oh no, I did. I had a full-time job.
Full-time job
Oh.
as a teacher.
And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a student.
Okay.
Who I'm sure they have homework. But yeah,
Who lays around, before the YouTube channel happened, who laid around the house more, you or him?
him.
I'd also like to point out, who does the cooking in your couple?
Me.
Can he cook?
No, but he cooked for me for like the first time yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. Wait, no, second time.
Maybe
I
it's 'cause
couldn't remember.
Maybe it's because I gave him so much shit the other day.
No, I think, well, maybe. Wow, that would be great. Do it again.
Do it again. Was
It's
it?
actually good.
What did he make you?
He made some sort of like soy milk kimchi nabe.
Soy milk.
sounds
kimchi.
terrible.
No.
But it was awesome.
It's a thing. It's a thing, and it's on CookPad. He probably read it on CookPad.
Maybe, yeah. And it has miso in it and stuff. It was like really creamy, soupy. It was really good. I was
The
shocked.
umami in it is apparently really good because of the milk and everything.
Yeah, I loved that umami. Yeah, great.
Did he make soup? Did he make soup by himself?
Yeah, he
oh,
did that shit.
Really?
Like-
Because I thought he went to the store to buy soy milks, you know, nabe soup and just put
No.
it in.
he made it.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And
said he's
Natsuki's
got-
like, I don't do that at my house.
No, I don't even do that.
Wait, Joe. How do you? Okay, for a British woman to
Yes.
go to a Japanese supermarket
yeah.
and have the confidence to buy the right things and make food. How did you? I think you've been here, what, 5 years?
Yes.
I would say that most people that I know that have lived here for 5 years still can't do that.
Yeah, it took a while, especially because when I first got here, I was actually like afraid to go to supermarkets.
Oh, why? Because everything's in kanji. And,
Yeah,
not
everything
English.
was so difficult to find. But also, like in Itsuki-kushiki, there are not many foreigners.
Oh, yeah.
So everywhere I went, I'd be like stared at and talked about and stuff, and everyone knew who I was, and it would make me uncomfortable at the start.
Oh, I see.
I got used to it, but yeah, like it took a long time to get used to like buying stuff in the supermarket for sure.
Oh.
You know what? I don't know how you did it, Joe, because okay, so I've always been able to speak Japanese. And so when I'm in a supermarket and like kanji, I've never liked kanji. So if I can't read something, I just like poke a banchan and be like, hey, can you read this to me? Like, すみません、これを読んでもらっていいんですか? And they're like, oh, that says blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, so it's like lazy, I know what I'm doing kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But from and also my mom's cooked Japanese food at home, so I know kind of how to make it.
Yeah.
But like from your perspective, you came here not in a Japanese background, right?
Yeah,
like
no, nothing.
Caucasian, English, blonde, black background.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm gonna make something with this shiitake mushroom or
Yeah.
this miso soup or
I don't know. I've always been quite adventurous with food. I like to try food from different cultures. So it was kind of like I enjoyed the challenge of it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Natsuki does not now because of Corona, but before she'd invite foreign tourists into her house and teach them how to make Kagoshima delicacies.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I did. Mm.
We should do a home party at Natsuki's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
We
do
should do a
it.
Christmas party.
Let's do it.
I'll cook, Joe cook, you cook, and then Josh will cook. It was like we'll potluck it.
Yeah, that sounds cool. And
Do
then
you-
we should take a picture and upload it to the
Do you
internet.
guys know come down
YouTube.
with me?
Huh?
Do you know Come Dine With Me?
No.
Come dine with me.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So it's the best show. It's the best show. It's so cheesy and
it's
awful.
a show.
It's a show in England. And
Okay.
it's where like they get like 4 people together and each of them hosts a dinner party with entertainment. And they like judge each other at the end of the night.
Okay.
And at the end, the one that gets the most points wins.
What do they win?
Some sort of cash prize. I can't remember. But
Dude,
they
I
are
would be so good at that.
It is so funny because they're such bitches. They'll be like, oh my God, this is so good. And behind the cameras, they were like, oh my God, it tasted like horse shit.
Backstabber.
It's amazing. It
Oh.
would be so much fun. We should do that.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll just be spitting out Natsuki's food on the ground.
Oh
Like,
my
"Ah,
god,
gross."
I
To the
will be
camera.
crying. Don't do that.
When you go to Natsuki's house, the main thing is not the food, though. It is the drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
And then I'm not like a normal Japanese person, so remember that you have to do everything by yourself, okay?
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's true. She okay, like one time I went to her house and I was like, all right, I come inside. It's kind of messy.
No, it's not messy.
It's
but-
kind of messy.
Oh.
And then like one of our other mutual friends, a woman, she is furiously cleaning Natsuki's house. She's like, how could you invite people into this house? This house is so messy. And Natsuki's all dancing. She's like, someone's cleaning my house. Awesome. Like that's the experience at Natsuki's house.
By the way, I cleaned my house, but she was very picky.
Okay.
You intended to clean your house.
Okay, back to Joe's. I mean, Joe, yeah.
So Joe and Mo, you guys live together in the share house, and
Yes.
he says make a YouTube channel, and you
Yeah.
said I'm right on it.
Kind of. At first, it was more like stuff you. But
I don't want to do it, but then you did it.
I did it. It's because he told me that I could do food. So I was into it.
Oh.
So tell me, your channel is becoming more and more popular day by day. You guys have only been on YouTube for a few months. You're already surpassing the 1,000 people subscriber mark. You guys get regularly hundreds of views on each video, and I got to tell you, your ability to make each video is getting better and better and better.
Yay.
Can I ask you this question? Like,
Yes.
with so much public exposure of your relationship,
Yeah.
is that stressful for you?
No. If I'm being honest, not really. Like, I don't think I overthink things too much when it comes to things like that. So, like, I don't know. If someone notices me, I think I'd be more complimented than, like, stressed out.
Okay. But my question is like, let's say that you and Mo have like a video shoot that day
Yeah.
and you guys get in a fight.
Yeah.
What happens?
We don't fight very much, but there's been one time where, like, I was just having a really emotional day. Like, I just couldn't get myself into a normal state. And I just got so grumpy and we had to, like, cut everything. We couldn't do anything that day. We had, like, plans to film, like, a bunch of videos, but I was just like,
Not
no.
today.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. You just have
Why?
to take a break sometimes.
Hmm.
Yeah. But that's only happened once. We don't really fight.
Well,
Like,
that's good.
yeah.
Like, because every time I watch you guys' videos, like the one thing that really stands out to me is the mixture of Japanese and English. Like you guys speak in both languages, of course, but also at the bottom of each video, you guys completely translate everything you're saying into both
Oh, wow.
languages.
Yeah, we do. It takes a long time.
That looks like it takes forever.
Yeah, but I think it's like really important because initially it was just about like, you know, having fun and creating a channel to show our lives. But now it's turned into something a lot more, I think.
What do you think it is? What do you think the point of, you know, MinaKago Couple is?
I think as it's gone along, our main aim has become more about Kagoshima. I think both of us really love this prefecture, and we realized that by showing these places, people are learning about the prefecture and loving it as well. So that's one of our main goals at the moment. But also, like, we really want it to be accessible to both people that speak English and Japanese. So if someone wants to watch our video and, like, learn English from it, I think they can really do that. And the other way around.
You know, I gotta tell you, Mo-chan's English, especially his written English, is really, really good. Like, I was like, okay, well, we'll get to it, but
Okay.
you know, I was in communication with him for a long time behind your back,
Yep.
and basically, anytime we would have a verbal conversation, it was in Japanese.
Right.
But every time he wrote something, it was always in English, and his English was really, really good.
Yeah, no, it's true. He is very good.
So let's get to it.
Okay.
So suddenly one day this announcement happens where a bureau in Kagoshima is looking for influencers.
Yeah.
Foreigners who are living in Kagoshima who have a social media presence to go to a little romantic island in the prefecture called Amami Oshima.
Yep.
And what was the goal there?
It was to promote Amami. So they wanted people to go there, show off how beautiful it was, and make people want to go and experience it themselves.
Now, you applied with Joe and Mo, right?
Kind of, yeah. I applied for myself, but I said, like, if you could send him too, that would be amazing.
Because the target was foreign people living in Kagoshima, and your boyfriend's obviously a Japanese guy. So they were like, sorry, he's a Japanese dude.
Yeah.
Now, unbeknownst to you at the same time, myself and Josh and Mo have already been talking about this behind your back. And we were like, wouldn't it be great if we could do this kind of like surprise thing in Amami with this big production like thing?
Right.
And like it'll be a big memory and blah, 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 blah. And Joe would be very, very like surprised.
Yeah. Okay. I'm learning.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't know this was going on so long.
I'm not going to tell too much information because you haven't seen the video yet.
No, I haven't.
But I think by the time that this show airs, the video should be on MinaKago Couple on YouTube. So check it out there, okay? But anyway, tell us from your perspective what you saw in Amami. Like, so you arrive
On the day?
No. Like you arrive on Saturday.
Yes. We arrived on Saturday.
Okay. So you're a team of influencers.
Yes.
Foreign people, 6 of you, all women.
Yes.
6 of you. Okay.
Yeah, 6 of us.
Influencers living in Kagoshima, foreign people. They got a Taiwanese person, they got a Chinese person, they got a Korean person, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And Joe's in that group.
Yeah.
Where's Mo-chan?
He told me he was in Ida
Doing what?
at his grandma's funeral anniversary.
法事ね。Okay.
Yep.
But don't give all of it away because we want them to watch the video, okay?
Yeah.
But it turns out he's been plotting something, right? So from your
Yeah.
perspective, you're talking to him, you think he's back in his hometown.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was very convincing.
And you call him and send him mails, and some of those mails are like, I'm lonely, and
Yeah. I kept telling him, I miss you. I wish you were here and stuff. And he's just like, yeah, sorry.
turns out
Okay.
that he's been plotting the thing that happened on the second day that you were there, right?
Yeah. Second
So
day.
from your perspective, tell us what happened on the second day when you entered the Oshimazu, what is it?
Oshimazu
Mugi
Mura.
Mura, the village.
So when I turned up, it was just like, honestly, this whole trip, it was really great. It was such a great opportunity, but I did feel a lot of stress. Like, I'd never been on my own like that, trying to film that many videos and stuff. So it was really...
Because it's always like you and Mo, right?
Yeah.
So you bounce off each other and you talk to each other.
Yeah. And there's always something to talk about when there's 2 of you. But when it's just me, I felt like I really had to be prepared and I had to have lots of information and facts and be completely ready.
So it feels like a job, right? Well, it is kind of a job,
Yeah,
right?
it was. And I really prepared hard for it. So I turned up and I was like in full like YouTube mode. I was like filming myself and like getting all these facts that I'd learned about the place out and showing the experience. And yeah. And we went in and yeah, I've learned this since that apparently someone was following us. What is this? You guys had like a spy or something.
We had a spy. We had a spy. Not for the whole time that you were there, but basically checking up on you. Like, where's the tall one? Where's the tall white girl? There's only one of you.
Yeah, we did our little tour and then we did a tie-dye experience where we like just got our t-shirts and wrapped it up in like whatever shape.
Tell the whole story about the t-shirts. You wanted to do something.
What did I want? Oh yeah, I really wanted to do 2. I asked them like, can I do 2? Because I wanted to do one for Mo-chan, and they were like, no. No time.
And according to reports, you were crushed by that no. You're like, oh, I really wanted to make one for my boyfriend.
Yeah, I really fought for it. I was like, really, like I can do it really quickly. I promise. Like I'll pay extra. Like just let me do it, and they wouldn't let me. And I bought it in his size. I bought the t-shirt because I was going to give it to him. But I did such a terrible job of it that in the end I was just like, I'll keep this.
I'll keep it. Is that
You'll
pajama
see.
for me?
You'll see, because I've got the videos for you.
Oh, okay,
if you wanted
okay.
some of them, and you'll see how awful it is.
So you tie-dye, you do the tie-dye experience, and then suddenly what happens?
So we did the tie-dye experience, got our t-shirts and everything, and then afterwards, one of the organizers of the like group comes over and says, so we're ahead of schedule, we've got a bit of time. And they've said that even though they'd stopped the kind of kimono wearing activities.
Now, it's not just a normal kimono. It's Oshima Tsumugi, which is a very expensive, handmade kimono.
Yeah.
And?
So usually that's like an experience that you can do, but because of Corona, they'd stopped it.
You know, wearing it. Right?
Yeah. But they said, as a special treat, we'll let you wear it today. And we've got some time, so you guys can like toddle off.
By the way, I just want to point out the person who thought up that lie was me, because no one else in that group of people that we put together to figure everything out. They're like, but how do we just get Jo by herself? That's going to be impossible. I'm like, duh, no, it's not. Just tell this lie. And they're like, oh, let's do that.
That was a fantastic lie.
So then they said, all right, like in order, we're going to change you one by one. Jo, you're first.
Yeah. And like I was like, no, it's okay. You guys should go first. And they were like really forceful.
It's like, no, you gotta go.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, they're so kind. Okay, fine, I'll go first. And I remember there were so many things I should have noticed, like them being
so
pushy.
many things that I should have noticed.
And then when I went in, they were really forceful about me going to the toilet.
We were adamant about you going to the toilet before you changed, because if you came out while changing, it would have ruined everything.
Yeah, like they were really pushy. They were like, no, do you need the toilet? And I'm like, no, I think I'm okay. I think you need the toilet. It's like, no, honestly, I'm good. It's like, I think you should go. And I'm thinking like, is there something happening here? Like,
yes, there was. You just didn't know about it. Sorry.
Yeah. And then also I went into the room and this lovely, lovely woman dressed me in the kimono. And she kept saying things like, do you need to redo your makeup? Like,
also notes that we gave her, like, make sure she's made up.
Yeah, like she was really pushy, and I'm just thinking, this bitch, what's the matter with her makeup?
But she saved you, right? Because like, if you had been like all not made up, I mean, it would have been terrible,
yeah,
right?
That would have been awful. Like I didn't do any makeup, but I did do my hair. Like I brushed my hair.
You look fantastic from where I was.
Good.
So now what happens? So now you're dressed.
Yes, I'm dressed, and I leave the room, and some of the other ambassadors are outside. And they were just like, yeah, let's take some pictures, da, da, da. And one of them started taking a video inside the room. I feel like this person maybe lost the plot of what was happening, because one of the other women, Melinda, she suddenly starts going, no, you can't take pictures here. She needs to go outside.
Thank God for Melinda.
Yeah.
What's her Instagram? And we'll put it in the notes.
I think it's called the Japan Discovery, but yeah, we'll put it in the notes.
Put it in the notes.
But she's like, yeah, it would be much nicer if we go outside. So we go outside. And I remember the first thing that was weird is I looked to the left and there's some guy with a camera. And I don't know, I felt like I recognized the haircut. I was like, I swear I know this guy. It looks just like Josh.
It was Josh. And it's funny too, because when you see this from the outside, you see you coming out and you look up and you're like, who the fuck are you? And then he's so close to you with the camera.
Yeah, he is.
And the camera's right up on your face. And you're just like, I'll accept this. Like, there's no, like, don't film me. What are you doing? There's none of that. You're just like, I guess this is what's happening. And then what happens? I want to hear from your perspective, because I've reviewed the tape, so I know for a fact what happened. But what do you remember?
I don't remember fully. Like, I remember walking out, seeing him.
See, who is him? Josh?
Josh.
Okay.
And I was confused by that. But then I feel like I then instantly was like, where should we go to take this photo?
And why is Josh here? Josh should be back in the city, not on this island.
Oh yeah, I don't think I fully.
Again, you just accepted it. You're
yeah,
like, whatever.
I just accepted it. You're right. It is weird now that I think about it. But I don't know. I was kind of like, where should we go? I feel like I asked that, but then there was just silence in reply. And I remember this. This is the weird thing. Like, I've told you this before. I always have like things going on in my head. I'm one of those really thinking persons. I'm always thinking about something. Suddenly everything went silent, like, which I feel like never happens. It was
like a spiritual moment.
Yeah, it was deadly silent. And like when I looked up and kind of registered what was happening, like Mortan was just stood there in this fabulous kimono, and I like.
Oh, he was in kimono too.
Yeah.
They were both in kimono.
Oh.
It was amazing. I was so shocked though. I couldn't register it for a couple of
And there's like
seconds.
this gazebo up these little stairs.
Yeah.
Like maybe about 25 meters away from where Joe popped out of the building, next to this little, I'm not really sure what it was. They gave us an explanation. It's like a little anthill looking thing. It's where like God came down. So we know it's an important place.
Okay.
So we're not really sure the details because they kind of just told it to us like we should already know. And we're just like, gotcha, right? We won't touch it. But anyway, so Mo-chan's standing there on top of the stairs and you got some people over here holding flowers.
Yeah.
And what do you do? It's like the end of Star Wars scene of the third movie.
You're asking me, but I don't even know at this point. I was so shocked. I can't even remember what my reaction was.
Good. I can't wait to watch the video.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I feel like I had to go at one of the women on my group.
Okay.
Because I think I was like, oh my God, you knew about this kind of thing. And then I remember throwing my phone.
Throwing my phone. You're like, screw this crap.
Yeah, I didn't even care anymore. And just kind of walking over, but I don't know, I was in such a daze.
Do you remember Mo-chan's speech?
I do. Not all of it, but I remember some of it.
Oh.
I remember my favorite line.
Can you quote it? Because I think I know what it is.
Is it possibly, your smile shines brighter than the waters of Amami?
Oh my God. He made his speech
Not only was it he made a speech, Natsuki, this speech is a good length. It's like 3 minutes long.
Yeah, it was long.
And he was practicing it the entire time that we were on the island. And sometimes he would be practicing it and just stop. And everybody would get kind of nervous. Did she forget the speech? She's like, and then I'm like, okay. So we thought he was going to screw up the speech. Turns out he didn't.
No, he did not.
But the best part, do you remember what you said when he said, your smile shines brighter than the waters of Amami? Do you remember what your instantaneous, without hesitation, just said response was?
Was it so cheesy?
That's so cheesy. It's like the most romantic scene in the whole world is being shot by 4 cameras. Okay? It's been plotted for weeks, and he's pouring his heart out to you. The girls over here are trying not to cry. You're probably trying not to cry. And he says, your smile shines brighter than the waters of Amami. And he goes, that's so cheesy. And it's picked up by all the microphones, by the way.
I did not even... I forgot about that. Did I ruin it?
You did ruin it. Joe, you made it perfect. What are you talking about? You made it perfect.
Oh God, I can't wait to watch the driving video.
I'm also pretty sure that when he said, gotten down on one knee and said, will you marry me? I'm pretty sure I said, what if I had said no afterwards?
I'm not going to spoil it. You got to watch. I'm not going to spoil any more of it because you haven't watched the video yet, so I'm not going to spoil it. But let's just say your responses to several points in that surprise were very amusing and very, very Joe.
Like when I stole the ring.
Don't ruin it for the people.
I do something.
but the contrast between the two of you being completely free and Mo being stoic and just like a statue.
Yeah.
And just looking handsome with that great smile, right? That great smile.
That great new smile.
Don't talk about that. You're gonna freak out, Josh. But with his really handsome kimono on, and you look fabulous in your kimono. And you guys are elevated on that little perch. And it's and there's the little hut, the Amami hut in the background. It was Josh, what do you think? I think we did a great job, right? I think we did a great job on the production side.
It was amazing. Just everything all together with Mo and everything. It was just...
Look, he's about to cry. He's going to cry.
No, I was trying not to cry when
Everybody
I was
crying. Except Joe was kind of crying a little bit. And it wasn't until after it sunk in that you started the waterworks.
Yeah, I think I was just in such shock. Because the thing is, I am a crier. I'm such a crier. But I was in such shock that it was just my face was wobbling like crazy. But it wasn't full tears. It was I was so emotional that I couldn't even cry.
While manning the video camera, I pulled out my iPhone and started taking snapshots of you guys after the proposal. And you can just see the moment in your eyes where the xiaosei-sa, how do you say that, the happiness just comes over you and your smile just comes out of your face. It's you can see the progression, and it's just especially the girls who were there to cheer for you and give you flowers, they're just
Yeah, I know.
It was great.
It's so cute. Even the woman that did my kimono, she cried.
Yeah, it was so great. Okay, so what do you think now? Okay, obviously the proposal, you guys at home can watch it on the video on Joe's channel. We'll put the link in the description below. What do you think about Amami now that you've been there?
Oh, I love it. It's the best place ever.
Where's your wedding?
Oh, I want it in Amami now. You know what? Actually, before going to Amami, I went there a few years ago, and I just had one negative experience. And that negative experience stuck in my mind. And I didn't like Amami just because of that. And then I went on this trip and now I'm just in love with it. Like, it's the best place in the world. Like, we had amazing experiences and I got engaged. And it was just like the best thing ever.
While you were touring the island with your group of friends, me, Mo, and Josh were in disguise. Like, because it's such a small island, we thought we were going to get caught. And we're driving around and we're kind of having fun too. He's got his hat there. We're having fun too because after we had the whole thing set up, we were just free to do whatever we wanted to.
Yeah.
So we did some fun things in Amami, opposite of the island, while, you know, like not to overlap with you. And while we were doing that, I kept asking Mo-chan, I was like, are you having fun? And he kept saying kind of the same thing I think that you were mailing him. He's like, I'm having fun, but I wish I was here with Joe.
Aww.
So I told him, I was like, all right, now that you know, because it was his first time in Amami, I was like, now you know kind of what Amami's like. You and Joe can plan your real full couples trip here next time.
Yeah. And I think we definitely will. Like, we've been seriously talking about the idea of having the wedding there. Like, because we both just loved it so much. Like, the whole experience. It was just all so magical. Like, it is a great place for a wedding.
Amami's a great place, guys. If you ever get a chance at home to visit Amami Oshima, it's a small island north of Okinawa, south of Kagoshima, the mainland Kagoshima. The people there are super friendly.
Yeah.
Josh kept saying that the whole time. He's like, I love the people here. They're so nice.
Yeah, it's true.
Every CEO, owner, or whatever we talked to, like, you know, from the flower shop to the village, they were all like, Mo-chan was like trying to explain. He's like, I want to propose to my girlfriend. They're like, anything you want. What do you need? Like, it was that easy. It was like, yeah, sure, whatever you need. Let's do it. Like, one guy was like, you want to paraglide in? We can set it up. And Mo-chan was like,
That would have been amazing. Him paragliding down in a kimono.
You should have seen his eyes. He was like, no, we're good on the paragliding. Let's not do that. But it was, from our perspective, you know, setting up the event and everything, like, everybody was super helpful. And Joe, seeing your smile, I think it made it all worthwhile for me and Josh, and especially for Mo-chan, who's been really working hard and planning that whole thing for all of these weeks. And he was like acting all cool until the day. He was like, I'm not nervous. I'm going to be totally cool. Day of hits, he's like, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm like, dude, relax, calm down.
I've never seen him nervous before. You've seen something that I haven't.
He was a little nervous. I got it on video. So.
But I still feel like I'm in like a bubble. I still feel like that happy bubble. And I feel like the two of us, I feel like we're more in love, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you guys traveled from that village to the next location in your group, and like Mo-chan and us, we all had to like clean up and everything and like say thank you and everything.
Yeah.
And then he met up with you guys later up that night. I just remember him being kind of like in a lull until he met up with you guys later on the night for the barbecue.
Yeah.
And then the second he saw, he was just like, oh, my Joe. And then for the rest of the night, he was just like, you guys were inseparable, just like glued together at the hip.
Yeah. No, it's good.
No, congratulations, Joe.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For you guys at home, if you want to see the proposal, check it out on MinaKago Couple. We'll put the link in the description below. It's a really great video. It's me and Josh are very privileged to be a part of it. I'm so happy it worked out for you. Natsuki, final words on Joe's proposal that you just listened to.
What?
What do you want to say? Hitokoto.
Congratulations. I'm happy for you. I really want to see the video now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And I want to hear the most, proposal. So 3 minutes, right?
3 minutes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, the English is really good.
Yeah.
It is.
What was the word?
Your smile. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Your smile shines brighter than the waters of Amami.
And then what did you say?
So cheesy.
It means like, dasai na.
Cheesy. Okay,
Cheesy.
good word.
And like, you could just hear like Josh go. Anyway, Joe, thank you so much for being on this show today. We'll get you back in the future for sure to talk about more things, your channel, your life experiences here in Japan, etc., etc. Maybe we'll get the boyfriend on the fiance on as well, and it might be a good time. If you guys at home have any comments or questions, or you want to have a shout out to Joe or Mo, you can leave us a comment in the comment section below. That's been our show today. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, Josh here. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Small Talk Japan. Small Talk Japan is filmed and recorded in Kagoshima at Story Studios. This week's episode stars Joe, Michi, and Natsuki, and is produced by me, Josh, and is executive produced by Michi. Hair services provided by Drops Hair Temonkan. This week's episode is sponsored by Stapleton A. Kaiwa. Leave us a comment below and let us know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and if you enjoyed the show, click here to subscribe, click here to watch more. See you!